What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. As discussed in the last episode, I've cut out all gameplay. To catch up to where we are. You're probably watching this on Friday and the rewards will probably be out on Saturday with the new Foot Champ stuff coming out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and we'll carry on from there. I'll double upload if possible one of the days just to get right ahead of ourselves. But what I've cut out is I cut out the final 10 games of Foot Champs. I ended up on 27 wins, which was my worst result since I can remember, really. Maybe week 1 or week 2 it was that low, but I haven't got less than 28 wins in such a long time. I was playing bad. I had, obviously had a lot on my mind. I had a lot of stuff going on in real life, and it affected my FIFA gameplay. I played all my games in a short period of time rather than over the whole weekend, which affected me a little bit. And I was trying some new stuff, which as well would have had a little bit of an impact. So to get 27 wins still out of that, I suppose that's not too bad. I did a draft. The draft token I got out of a pack a few episodes ago, I did a draft with it. I'm not going to show you the draft or the gameplay. I will show you the fact that I won the draft and the packs at the end. And as you can see here, I did a fair few of the SBCs. I didn't really have to buy much. I don't know if I bought anything for that Rio Ferdinand SBC. I think we just got Rio Ferdinand, we got the packs, and I used the items in the club, which is pretty awesome. Today I've got a few questions, and I'm going to go through the comments first, and then we're going to talk about my coins, my club, and what I feel like I've done wrong this year, because I've really kind of driven myself down a rabbit hole that I haven't wanted to go down, and that's sad. But we'll talk about it in towards the back end of the video. In the meantime, the Dab Douse says, lol, I still don't have my weekend league prizes. Well, you would have had them by the time you're watching this video. EA released a message on FIFA. Literally, if you log into FIFA, it tells you right there. I don't know how people missed it. The weekend league rewards now will be released every Thursday at 6 PM. The message was so that they can combat cheaters, right? I don't necessarily disbelieve that, because obviously the glitches are still in the game. The no-loss glitch and the forced DC glitch are still in the game. However, what I believe is there was such a impact on the team of the week due to the rewards being released on Wednesday that EA didn't want to release them on Wednesday at like 10 PM because people weren't opening packs at 6 PM when the new team of the week came out. Instead, they were just waiting for reward packs and using that to satisfy that need. So I think as a purely business point of view, I think EA have delayed it until Thursday at 6 PM, which there's nothing wrong with that. It actually makes sense on EA's point. It's one of the smarter business decisions that they make. They make a lot of business decisions where it's like, hey guys, it's Christmas, here's some packs for you to buy. Like, that's a greedy business decision. That's trying to, take advantage of the festive spirits. But in terms of, saying, okay, we've got a thing here where every Wednesday at 6 PM, we release a brand new team of the week, and our sales go through the roof for a brief period of time, for like 12 to 20 hours. But also on that same day, we're giving everyone packs, inform packs, and so on and so forth. That's not smart business. So it's a smart business decision for EA to do what they've done. I don't blame them for that at all. In terms of monthlies, we might already have monthlies by the time you're watching this video. Like, historically, other than the first month that we got monthly rewards, it's been the second weekend, the second midweek before the weekend league. So the last weekend league actually finished on, let me get the old calendar out. It finished on Sunday the 29th, was the last weekend league in January. So then we had a whole week, and then the Saturday the 4th and the Sunday the 5th was the first weekend league. But the second week, this is now leading into the second week afterwards. So based on historical data for the monthly rewards, it would make sense that we got them on Thursday night. And if you're watching this on Friday, we may already have them. If we don't get them this Thursday, it's most likely going to be next Wednesday or next Thursday that we end up picking up the red inform cards, which would be pretty awesome. By the way, we got a red card in the pack. Hey, there we go. Very nice indeed. Next comment was from No One, and No One said, hey Nep, why don't you use the R1? PS, not sure what that is on Xbox. It is the right bumper penalty shot. They're so effective. I actually do. I use that more than I don't. I use it quite a lot. I usually sprint up to it, use the RB or R1. And what it is, it's a finesse penalty. It seems to have a little bit more control. It seems to be as you say, a little bit more effective. It just seems to be a little bit more accurate. Like you can aim a little bit wider, and because it's like a finesse shot, it kind of curves around a little bit, where as if you hit a straight shot, it might have gone past the post. Hitting the finesse shot sometimes curves it inside the post. So I find it to be a little more accurate, which is obviously very nice. Janka says, is One to Watch Draxler worth it? I guess this was based off the fact that I packed the One to Watch Draxler in the last episode, maybe the episode before. It's not someone that I necessarily anticipate using. It is someone that I think will get quite a few upgrades throughout the rest of the season. You know, PSG obviously do very well in the league. Draxler's a great player. But one of the reasons why I was happy to keep him and not keep recycling him was not because I anticipate using him necessarily, but if there is an instance where I do need to build a French league team, then I'll be able to use him. Or alternatively, if there is an instance where I need a one to watch card for an SBC, which I can see happening due to the fact that EA released more ones to watches. Alternatively, if there is an instance where I need a high rated card in an SBC, Julian Draxler is going to be there for me as free. Basically, he would have been free to me. So basically, I'm keeping him as a way of using him in the future, and I don't anticipate that I'll play too many games with him. I've got far too many players that I can use in his place, and again, that's something that we're going to address in this video. Hippo Greg says, NepentheZ, why does La Liga striker Barral have a max bin of 35k? In anticipation of the Luis Suarez SBC, EA have bumped up all the silver prices of the relevant silver players. So instead of having extinct players like they did with the Toulouse defenders for so long, they instantly just put all of the the important silvers up to 35k bin and stopped them from going extinct and allowed anyone to be able to complete any team as they wished. That is why. Jacob Joseph says, Nep, I was wondering, is it worth me doing the Scottish League SBC? I will never use a player, but the packs are worth it in case I pack a Toulouse player. Ideally, yeah. There was a thread on Reddit. Let me see if I can find it real quick whilst we're on the video. There was a thread on Reddit showing from Anton in our Towered 37. I apologise, Anton, if you watch my videos, and then indeed if you saw this and I spoke your name wrong. Anton did the whole SBC. It cost him on PC, mind, not on Xbox or PlayStation, but on PC it cost him 57,000 coins. He generated 49,000 coins from the rewards out of the packs. He also got 12,000 coins in coin rewards for completing certain parts of the SBC. So in total, it cost him 4,000 coins for that card. It looks like his his pack rewards were relatively unlucky. He only had 18 players to start with, so he did out of all of the teams. So he didn't really have many players at all, and it does seem like it's one of those ones where, worst case scenario, you're probably going to lose 10 or 20,000 coins, but get that Griffiths card, which is actually a really good card. Best case scenario, you could pack 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 players that have value now, especially with this new Liga Santander SBC, where you could actually end up making tens of thousands of coins profit. As you saw on the screen there, guys, I ended up buying a NepentheZ one to watch. The reason why I bought him is because I don't anticipate to use him now, but the next inform he gets is going to be like an 84 or an 85. So if he has one good game for Lyon and gets that upgrade, it then would be potentially prudent to have a look at changing my team so that I can get Lacazette in up at striker and Depay at left wing, and play Depay on 8 chem and have Lacazette on 10 chem. So that's kind of like a plan for me going forward. So that's why I bought him right now. You'll see here, guys, I started doing the SUAREZ SBCs, which probably is the title of the video. I completed 18 of them altogether. I had a lot of players for a lot of the teams, but a lot of the players were quite cheap anyway. I didn't really spend too much. And in the first one that we did, man, did I get lucky. As you can see, I've got 151,000 coins. That's what I started with when I started doing the SBCs. When I finished doing 17 of them, I still had like 110,000 coins left. And we end up getting a one to watch card in this pack as well. So I started with 150,000. I completed 17 teams. I had 110,000 coins left, so it cost me 40,000 coins to do 17 teams, but I had stuff on the trade pile and an abundance of consumables in the club, to the point where after completing 17 of the 20 teams, I had made profit. Of course, the 3 left were Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Madrid, which means I'm going to end up losing coins on them overall. But it was nice to know that for the for the bulk of it, I'd completed it for cheap. David Rose says, Nep, on the loading screen where you see someone's team, do you think you should be able to see their subs too? Many thanks and good to see you back. Hope the family as well. The family's good, dude. They're actually off to India. When are you watching this Friday night? Like in a few hours, they're off to India. My girlfriend's sister is getting married. She's they're having an Indian wedding and a white wedding in India. I was supposed to go, but obviously because things going on, I was unable to make it on this occasion. But yeah, so my daughter and my girlfriend are going over to India for a week. And that's just going to be a week then of me just knuckling down, getting back on track with YouTube and sorting my FIFA abilities out. Because I haven't been playing good recently. There's a few games that you're not seeing in today's video, again, to cut out all the gameplay, where I started playing in Division 1. And I'm just not playing good FIFA. I can't find what I want. I can't find what's missing. But thank you for the nice comment, David Rose. Next up, we've got the Conqueror. Says, hey, Nep, you just told that you stopped changing to the 4-1-2-1-2. So is that a good move or not? I mean, like, if you had opportunity to play back your games, would you have switched to the 4-1-2-1-2 or continued with the 4-3-2-1? Love your vids. Keep up the good work. Stay calm. I don't know, dude, to be honest. I quite enjoy the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, but I also love the 4-3-2-1. It's real difficult for me because I don't know where my best results are coming from. So this weekend league, I'm going to go with the 4-3-2-1. I'm going to stick with the 4-3-2-1, and I'm going to see how many wins I can pick up. And if I get like 31, 32 wins, it's going to be a case of me staying with the 4-3-2-1 and fine-tuning instructions, tactics, and my own abilities, refining me as a FIFA player to figure out how to improve to the 34, 35 win mark. But if I stick with the 4-3-2-1 and I struggle again and I only get 28 or 29 wins or 27 wins, then next weekend league, for the BPL weekend league, I will start with a 4-1-2-1-2, because I could start with a 4-1-2-1-2 team now with a full BPL team and it won't be a problem. You know, I've got the players available. I can put like Hazard and Zlatan up front. I can put in the purple Rooney that I bought in at Cam. I could put Nemanja Matic at CDM, or I could put Emre Can at CDM. I can put Chan, Fernandinho, Chadley, Costa, Firmino. All of them can go in centre mid. Like, I've got the players to hand to play 4-1-2-1-2. I just don't know if I want to actually do it or not. I want to give one more go on the 4-3-2-1, some new formations, some new player instructions, some new custom tactics, and see if I can grind out 32, 33 wins with that. And that's fine. You know, it's weird. Like, if I feel like I always let myself down against people that shouldn't be beating me. And I know that's like quite a thing to say, because it's like, hey, if they shouldn't be beating you, you should be beating them, right? But every time I play against a good player, my game is always strong. Sometimes I still lose games, but I played Marshall on the Road to Glory last night, 3 games. First 2 games I played my normal tactics, my normal formation, etc. And I beat him both times. In the third time around, I tried some new things. I tried some conservative interceptions on some players. I tried aggressive interceptions on players. I tried some new player instructions, and I lost the game narrowly. But Marshall is a player who has beaten the best players in the world. A player who has got 37 wins in a week. A player who has finished top 100 on more than one occasion. And I'm comfortable when playing against Marshall. My problem is when I come against these guys that do the unexpected, even if that's a negative, unexpected thing, they're the guys that I struggle against. And I don't come up against them enough to figure out how to beat them, which is where my downfall comes. Like, I've played Marshall many times, so I understand, even though he's a fantastic player, it's not easy for me to read him, but I can read him better than somebody who I've never played. So if I play against somebody who's just not very good at FIFA and does stuff that you don't typically see in FIFA, it throws you off your game. Or at least it does with me anyway. So that's the thing that I need to work on this weekend league coming. I need to just make sure I remain calm in the games that are frustrating me, win or lose. Just remain calm, play the game to the best of my ability, and hope that my skill carries me through. Because I've got to stop losing to the guys that I should be beating, or I've got to figure out a way to beat the guys that I'm losing to. You know, that's kind of where we are. Psycho Turtle says, do you wish to see better rewards in Foot Champs and or Foot Draft? By the way, keep it up, fam. You've been killing it, and glad you're back. We're all glad. Thanks. Well, thank you, dude. And we've talked about Foot Champs rewards before. I don't know necessarily if we need better rewards, because I think the rewards are very, very good. You know, EA give out a lot. I just think the rewards aren't fair per level. You know, specifically monthly, I don't think it's fair that somebody who gets, you know, just gets Elite 3 is the same as somebody who might miss out on top 100 by skill points. Like, you know, you could get an extra 35, 40 wins than someone and still get the same rewards at the end of the month. I don't necessarily think that's fair. The same with like Elite 3 and Elite 2. I don't think it's a fair disparity of rewards. You get the same reward packs, you just get a few extra coins. I don't think that's necessarily that great, because 29 wins is one thing, and then you could get 33 wins. You could literally win 10% of the 40 games more and only get coins value as your prize. I don't think the reward structure is fair. I think the rewards are quite fair. I think the rewards in draft are overly fair, but also overly unfair. It's really weird. If you compare draft to itself and you say, okay, so somebody could win the draft and get a 50k pack and a 5k pack, which isn't the best because a 50k pack traditionally isn't a fantastic reward. Or somebody could win the draft and get the two 25k packs and the two 5k packs, which is a hideous reward. Alternatively, someone can win the draft, get 45,000 coins, a 50k pack, a 15k pack, or they could get a 100k pack and a 35k pack. Or, you know, there's so many good rewards for winning the draft. So compared to itself, the draft rewards are just weird. Like, you know, you can genuinely get a better reward for losing in the semi-final of the draft than for winning the draft. And I find that to be ludicrous. In terms of the draft compared to FUT Champs, okay, so you have to pay 15,000 coins to enter a draft each time. So let's take a 10 draft stint and someone who's, let's say you're able to go 40-0 in FUT Champs and you pay for 10 drafts and you win all 10 drafts, and that's also 40-0. If you go 40-0 in FUT Champs, you'll get the 4 100k packs, the Premium Team of the Week pack, or the Ultimate Team of the Week pack, and 150,000 coins or so. If you pay for 10 draft entries, you're already negative 150,000 coins. But let's assume that you got the best reward 10 times, and that's or let's assume you got like the coin reward 10 times. That's 450,000 coins back, 10 50k packs, and 10 25k packs. Okay, you get way more coins back, but you don't get the inform packs. But let's assume you got the 100k pack every time and a 35k pack. You'll get 10 100k packs and 10 mega packs for your draft entry. So in that sense, it's quite close. The rewards, especially as you go down the tiers, like if you get 28 wins out of 40 in draft, you'll get like a good selection of stuff. 28 wins out of 40 in FUT Champs is 2 100k packs, and that's it. You could get, you know, you could win 3 drafts in a row, so that's 12 wins, and get 3 100k packs and 3 mega packs. And you could win that same 12 games in FUT Champs, and you get like what, like a 25k pack and 10,000 coins. Like I don't know. I think the rewards draft versus FUT Champs, it all needs a bit of balancing, a little bit of fine tuning, a little bit of evening out to the point where not only in its own game mode is it a fair structure, but also relative to the other game modes, there's a fair structure. And that's also the same to be said for divisions. Divisions is just garbage. You play let's say you play 4 Division 1 runs and you hold each time. So that's 40 games in Division 1, and you would make 60,000 coins off of that, and that's it. For 40 games in D1. They just need to like restructure the reward system. And I don't think that's too unfair to ask. You know, in Division 1, you could play as little as what, maybe 6 or 7 games before you can't win the title and get relegated. 6 or 7 games before you can't win the title and hold. 8 games to win the title, or 10 games, it could take you all 10 games. So, you know, on average, you'll probably play 8 games in Division 1. So for someone to play 8 games of their time, and then they could be rewarded with as much as 15,000 coins, or as little as, I think it was, like 8,000 coins or something to get relegated, or 3,600 or something, I can't remember exactly. Whatever it is to get relegated, that's the minimum, and the maximum is 15,000 coins for potentially 8, 9 or 10 games. That's not very good. You're literally saying, like, if you played all 10 games in D1 and ended up holding, you get 7,500 coin reward, you're literally being given a bonus of 750 coins per game. That's just garbage. That's just really bad. You know, and no packs, nothing else, no progression, literally just for the sake of playing. EA need to give something else into Division 1, or into divisions in general. They need to give something to divisions in general to to the people that play it, because it's a dead game mode. You know, they offer rewards on daily knockout tournaments where you only have to play 4 games and you could be awarded with a 5k pack. Or next week there's a Calcio A squad builder requirements and you get a 7.5k pack for it that guarantees Calcio A players in it. And it'll be tradable. So I don't understand why they can give you good rewards in daily knockouts, great rewards throughout the draft and throughout FUT Champs, and then divisions they're like have some coins and that's it. Like for me, doesn't really add up. And that is the end of the comments. Interestingly, and indeed we're pretty much at the end of the video. The last thing on this SUAREZ SBC, I completed the 18th team here, guys. I used my SBC Gamero. I don't remember exactly how much he cost me, but I know he wasn't stupidly expensive. And for me to complete this in any other way, I would have to buy in-form Gamero, who's like basically extinct, or Griezmann, who's like 130k. So to use the SBC Gamero, it saved me having to spend that 130 to 150k, and he only cost me, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was like 20 to 30,000 coins. So I was more than happy to trade him in. A guy that I've never used and wouldn't really ever plan on using, I was more than happy to trade him in as you know, to mitigate the value of this blue SUAREZ. Very happy indeed. This though, guys, is pretty much going to signal the end of the video. If you have enjoyed the video today, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.